हेलो दोस्तों, वेलकम टू द चैनल एग्जाम इंश्योर। आज की इस वीडियो में हम IC-01 प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ इंश्योरेंस जो एक लाइसेंसिएट का कंपलसरी एग्जामिनेशन है, उसके 50 मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चंस को हम कवर करेंगे। हमने ऑलरेडी 3 वीडियोज में 150 क्वेश्चंस को कवर करा दिया है। आज की इस वीडियो में हम नेक्स्ट 50 क्वेश्चंस को कवर करेंगे। चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं वीडियो। Identify from the following the fund which is not a variant of the basic fund offered by the insurance companies under the unit-linked insurance plan. Guild fund, value fund, protector fund, builder fund or money market fund. So correct answer will be the money market fund. Next question is choose from the following the most appropriate premium paying option offered by life insurance companies to the policyholders. Monthly by cash, half yearly by credit card, as a single premium through electronic clearing services, monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, yearly, or a single premium by way of cash, check, ECS, or credit card, or all of the above. So here correct answer will be the all of the above. Next question is complete the following statement in the correct option. Insurance agent can work full-time or part-time in India or in Bhutan, in India or in any SAARC country, in India or in Sri Lanka, in India or Nepal. So here correct answer will be the फुल टाइम और पार्ट टाइम। सो जो इंश्योरेंस एजेंट होते हैं वो फुल टाइम एक्टिविटी करते हैं और जो कुछ होते हैं वो पार्ट टाइम एक्टिविटी करते हैं। तो एजेंट कैसे भी वर्क कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज द इवेंट सच एज earthquake or tsunami can put a strain on the funds of the insurer. This happens because there would be the economic downturn following such event. Weather patterns become unreliable after such event. Government does not offer enough assistance packages following such event. There would be thousands of claims amounting to extremely large sum of money. Government doles out the assistance packages following such events. So here correct answer will be that there could be the thousands of claim amounting to extremely large sum of the money. जैसे सुनामी या अर्थक्वेक जैसे कैटास्ट्रॉफिक इवेंट होते हैं तो जो सम एश्योर्ड होता है वो काफ़ी ह्यूज होता है। इससे क्या होता है कि जो इंश्योरेंस कंपनीज होते हैं उन पे बहुत ज़्यादा बर्डन आ जाता है। Study the below options with the regard of the principle of subrogation and the principle of contribution and select the correct answer which proves the given statement wrong. Principle of subrogation and principle of contribution do not apply to। ये जो दोनों प्रिंसिपल ऑफ सब्रोगेशन और कंट्रीब्यूशन होते हैं ये किन पॉलिसीज पर अप्लाई नहीं होते हैं। मरीन इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, पर्सनल एक्सीडेंट पॉलिसी, लाइबिलिटी इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी, फायर इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी और क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी। तो करेक्ट आंसर इज द पर्सनल एक्सीडेंट पॉलिसी। Fill in the blanks with the appropriate options with regard to the term and condition precedent to liability and condition subsequent. Condition precedent to liability are those, whereas condition subsequent are those. Means first option is condition precedent to liability are those which require the insured to disclose any material fact, whereas conditions subsequent to those to make sure the policy is valid, which require notification of changes while the policy is valid. Second option is which require notification of changes when the policy is valid, whereas conditions subsequent are those which require to ensure to disclose any material fact to make sure the policy is valid. Third option is which require the insured to give notice of an event happening within the specific period of time and also comply with certain situations prior to the occurrence of the loss, and which require a notification of changes while the policy is valid. Fourth option is which require the insured to disclose any material fact to make sure the policy is valid, and subsequent is which is required insured to give notice of an event happening within a specific period of time and also comply with certain situations prior to the occurrence of the loss. So correct answer will be the precedent to liability will be which require the insured to give notice of an event happening within a specific period of time and also comply with the certain situations prior to the occurrence of the loss. And condition subsequent is require notification of changes while the policy is valid. Next question is which risk is associated with the changes in consumer preferences? Financial risk, non-financial risk, static risk, dynamic risk, or catastrophe risk. So consumer preferences will change with dynamic risk. Select from the following the correct reasons as to why the insurance salesperson jobs is more difficult than other salesperson. Insurance customers realize that insurance is a necessity. Second option is the mindset of a an insurance customer differs during the course of the policy, they have to create an unpleasant images and an anxiety in the mind of the customer. Other salesperson are more qualified than the insurance salesperson. In insurance, the customer who buys the policy may not be same as the customer who is making the claim on the policy. So correct answer will be they have to create an unpleasant images and anxiety in the mind of the customer. Mr. Pai's car got damaged this winter for which he had taken an insurance policy few years back. He raised a claim to the insurance company for his money. Identify in which of the following situation Mr. Pai will get his full claim amount. Mr. Pai has paid his premium in full as and when they became due. Mr. Pai pays his premium up to the extent of 95% as and when they became due, or 90% as and when they became due. Mr. Pai has not paid his last two premium installment but has been paying other installment on the time. Mr. Pai has not been paid last three premium installment but has been paying other installment on the time. So all these four options will be the wrong one. So correct answer will be the only first one. So correct answer is only Mr. Pai has paid his premium full as when they became due. Identify the incorrect statement from the following with respect to the electronically held insurance policies and the paper policies. So पेपर पॉलिसी और जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक पॉलिसी होती हैं उनमें डिफरेंस क्या है? All insurance policy, whether pension, health, or general, can be electronically held under a single e-insurance account, unlike a paper policy. There is no risk of loss or damage of a policy as it is common with paper policies, as the electronic form ensures that the policies are in safe custody and can be easily accessed whenever and wherever needed. Since the insurance repository function in addition to the insurer, the policyholder will have increased number of touch points for having their servicing needs attended. Unlike a paper policy, a copy of policy can be downloaded at any time by accessing the e-insurance account. Unlike the paper policies, more paperwork is involved in an electronically held policy as compared to the paper policy. So correct means wrong answer will be this one. More paperwork is involved electronically held as compared to the paper policy. Identify the statement if it is true or false. The fees payable for the license varies according to the category and also whether the surveyor is an individual or a company firm. True. The fees payable for the license varies according to the category and also whether the surveyor is an individual or company or firm. False. The fee payable for the is not according to the company but based on whether the surveyor is an individual or company or firm. False. The fees payable for the license is fixed and never varies. False. The fees payable for the license varies based on the net worth of the individual or a company or firm. False. The fees payable for the license varies only according to the category and not based on whether the surveyor is an individual or a company or a firm. So here correct answer will be the true. The fees payable for the license varies according to the category and also whether the surveyor is an individual or company or firm. Identify from below the correct name of the health insurance policy which caters to medical needs of a family. Group policy, group floater policy, personal family floater policy, or individual floater policy. So correct answer is the family floater policy. Family floater policy, this type of health insurance policy caters to the need of the family. The sum insured can be shared by the family members covered in the policy. There are no fixed proportion in which the sum insured is shared. Next question is complete the following sentence with the correct option. Death is certain, but which of the following is uncertain? Loss due to death, extent of death, impact of the death, time of the death, or consequence of death. So time of death is uncertain. ABC Limited has a group insurance policy on the health of all the members of its organization and their families, right from the clerk to the CEO. However, Mohan, who was an employee of the company, does not have a family and so doesn't need to cover for the family and wishes to avail the benefits under the policy. He has applied to the CEO for increase in the sum insured for him in the lieu of the risk avoided attributable to the lack of a family. Discuss whether the Mohan's application will be approved with reasons to back your answer. Yes, because he has applied for the alternation to the CEO. Yes, because he has applied for the alternation to the CEO. Yes, because the risk attributable to the family is reduced. So, in a way, the insurance company risk is reduced. No, because if Sunil gets married and he has a family of his own, it cannot be changed back as alterations of the policy can be made just once. So यहाँ पे ये दोनों ऑप्शन सेम रिपीट हो गए हैं. Correct answer is only yes because he has applied for the alternation to the CEO. Identify from the below the insurance companies that are not owned by the central government. New India Insurance Company Limited, Export Credit and Guarantee Corporation of India, Universal Sampo General Insurance Company Limited, Oriental Insurance Company Limited, Agriculture Insurance Company Limited. So correct answer is Universal Sampo General Insurance Company is not owned by the central government. What is the full form of PML? Probable maximum loss, probable minimum loss, probable minimum lieu, probable maximum lieu, profitable minimum lieu. So correct answer will be the probable maximum loss. Who are involved in largely in selling insurance policies and are appointed by the insurance companies, surveyors, agent, third party administrator, corporates or claim managers. So correct answer is agent only. Choose the correct answer from the following which explain the concept of insurance. So insurance is a process of retaining the risk uh, as an insurer find other people to share the risk and an individual unlikely to find the other people who may want to share the risk. Insurance is a process of increasing the risk as an insurer find the other people to share the risk and an individual is unlikely to find other people who may want to share the risk. So here is retaining the risk, here is increasing the risk, then ignoring the risk or transferring the risk or avoiding the risk. So correct answer will be the transferring the risk from an insurer. Find the other people to share the risk and an individual is unlikely to find other people who may want to share the risk. What ensures ship owners liability for the cargo, crew, and damage to the ships in collisions? Lloyd's, Protection and Insurance Association, Protection and Indemnity Association, Institute of Actuary, Association of Actuary. Correct answer is Protection and Indemnity Association. Select from the below the correct answer which does not offer life assurance. Exide, Bajaj Alliance, Kotak Mahindra, Reliance, Agriculture Insurance Company of India. So correct answer is Agriculture Insurance Company of India. Choose the correct answer from the below which explains mis-selling. Mis-selling is doing the right thing such as not lying or stealing but being honest. Mis-selling is not doing the right thing such as not lying or stealing but being honest. Mis-selling is when correct information is given to the potential policyholder in an attempt to get them to buy insurance. Mis-selling is when the correct information is given to the potential policyholder in an attempt to get them buy the insurance. Mis-selling is not being customer centric and customer oriented. So correct answer is mis-selling is when the incorrect information is given to potential policyholder in an attempt to get them buy the insurance. Which of the following statement is not true with respect to the Insurance Institute of India? The College of the Insurance is in Mumbai was established in 1966 as the training wing of the Insurance Institute of India. Over the first 50 years of the Insurance Institute of India has gained recognition as a premier institute for education in this part of the world. Insurance Institute of India conducts examinations and offers licentiate certificate, associate diploma and the fellowship diploma. Insurance Institute of India conducts examination in 19 centers, all of which are situated in India. The Federation of the Insurance Institute was the original name of the institute, which was set up in Mumbai to cater the needs of the student in India. Correct answer is Insurance Institute of conduct examination in 19 centers, all of which are situated in India. So क्वेश्चन में पूछा हुआ है नॉट ट्रू सो दिस इज नॉट ट्रू बिकॉज द ट्रिपल आई कंडक्ट्स एग्जामिनेशन आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया आल्सो. Identify the correct option regarding how mortality rates and morbidity rates are different from the loss ratio. So first option is the both are same as the loss ratio. Second is mortality rate and morbidity rates indicate the actual incident of death or sickness in the market, whereas the loss ratio shows premium required to pay the claims. Loss ratio indicate the losses made by the insurance company due to the negligence, whereas mortality rate and morbidity rates show the loss of premium incurred due to the bankruptcy of the sum of the policyholder. Loss ratio indicate the losses made by the insurance company due to the negligence, whereas mortality rates and morbidity rates show the premium required to pay the claims. Loss ratios indicate the actual incident of the death or sickness in the market, whereas mortality rates or morbidity rates show the premium required to pay the claims. Here, correct answer is mortality rate and morbidity rate indicate the actual incidence of the death or sickness in the market, whereas loss ratio shows the premium required to pay the claims. Next question is XYZ Limited has scheduled a cargo shipment with Sea Shipping Company, which is at the port of the Chennai. XYZ Limited has given the various details to the insurer, such as good content, value of the good, weight of the good, date of departure of the ship carrying the goods. Later, it was revealed that all the disclosures were true except the date of departure of the ship. Identify from the following the type of representation made in this case about the date of the departure. Fraudulent misrepresentation, representation based on ignorance, representation based on fact, representation based on faith, belief. So here, correct answer will be the representation based on belief. Next question is identify the correct statement from the following statement with respect to the valued policy. Valued policy are also called a floater policy. Valued policy is also called full value policy or first loss policy or admitted value policy or declaration. Here correct answer will be the valued policy are also called the admitted value policy. Next question is identify from the following statement which is not true regarding e-insurance account. E-insurance account is offered free of cost to the applicant. As per the Insurance Regulatory and the Development Authority of India guidelines, an individual can open multiple e-insurance accounts. An e-insurance account application form is one that is used by an individual to open an insurance account with the insurance repository. An e-insurance account holder is required to fill the e-insurance account form and submit the documents such as the photo ID, cancel check address proof, etc. Each insurance account will have a unique account number and each account holder will get granted a unique login ID and password to access the electronic policy online. So here the not true has been asked. So as per the IRDAI guidelines, an individual can open multiple insurance accounts. This is the wrong answer. Only one e-insurance account can be opened. Next question is choose the correct answer from the following which describe the full form of MLM. Maximum level marketing, maximum level monitoring, minimum level marketing, multi-level monitoring, multi-level marketing. So here correct answer is the multi-level marketing. The average mindset of a person who is buying an insurance policy can be explained as happy that he or she put the money to good use, reluctance to set aside the money, happy to set aside the money, regret that he or she did not put the money to better use. So here correct answer is reluctance to set aside the money. Sundar bought a general insurance policy for his factory for a period of 1 year. Can he renew the same insurance policy at the end of 1 year? Yes, Sundar can renew his policy, but after 2 years have lapsed. Yes, Sundar can renew his policy at the end of the year. Yes, Sundar can renew his policy, but after 2 years and 6 months have lapsed. Yes, Sundar can renew his policy, but after 3 years, no general insurance policy non-renewable. Sundar has to buy a new policy. So correct answer is yes, he can renew the policy at the end of the 1 year. What is meant by the maximum possible loss? The total loss that can happen, the total expenses for repair, total expenses for replacement, the total expenses for cleaning up, total expenses for reinstatement. So correct answer is total loss that can happen. Mahesh was appointed as an insurance ombudsman at the age of 63. As per the rules, what when will his term will expire if he is 64 years of age as of now? So his term when he will expire. So at the age of 60 years, as an ombudsman is appointed for a term of 3 years or 67 years as an ombudsman is appointed for a term of 5 years at the age of 68 years as ombudsman is appointed for 5 years 69 as the appointment for the 6 year as the age of 65 as an ombudsman is appointed for a term of 3 years or till he attains the age of 65 years, whichever is earlier. So correct answer is at the age of 65 years, because ombudsman will be appointed for 3 years or till he attains the age of 65 years. So here he will become the 65 year next year after 64. So he will be. Choose the correct option from the following with regard to the insurance contract. The insurance company agrees to pay the policyholder a certain sum of money provided that the policyholder has been paying the premium as specified in the insurance contract. The insurance company agrees to pay the policyholder some part of the sum insured even if the policyholder has been paying the premium. The insurance company agrees to pay the policyholder a certain sum of money if the insured event occurs provided at least 50% of premium has been paid. The policyholder agrees to pay the insurance company a certain sum of money if the insured event occurs provided premiums have been paid. So correct answer is the insurance company agrees to pay the policyholder a certain sum of money provided the policyholder has been paying the premium specified in the insurance contract. Which of the following pair is together called the ethics in the business? Technicality and accountability, corporate governance and customer service, corporate governance and technicality, customer service and accountability, accountability or corporate governance. So here accountability and corporate governance is the ethics in the business. Complete the following sentence with respect to the choice of fund that a policyholder has to invest his or her premium in case of the unit-linked insurance plans (ULIP). The money market fund invests a major portion of the money in instruments such as whereas debt fund invest a major portion of the money in instruments such as. So basically in this question they have asked the money market fund where they invest and debt fund where they will invest. So first option for the money market, government bond, corporate bond, fixed deposit, and for debt funds, shares and debentures. Government bond, corporate bond, fixed deposit, hundis and chit fund for debt fund, treasury bills, certificate of deposit, commercial paper for money market, and shares and debenture for the debt market. Treasury bill, certificate of deposit, commercial paper for money market, and government bond, corporate bond, fixed deposit for the debt fund. Treasury bill, certificate of deposit, commercial paper for money market, hundis and chit fund for the debt market. So here treasury bill, certificate of deposit and commercial paper, these are the money market instrument. Money market instrument. So these can invest in money market fund. Government bond, corporate bond and debt fixed deposit. These can invest in the debt fund. Differentiate between a broker and an actuary. An actuary is an intermediary who solicits the end market for the insurance product which require very little underwriting and minimum intervention, whereas a broker is a person who assesses the proposal and decides whether the insurance can be given or not. So इस क्वेश्चन में हम डायरेक्टली देख लेते हैं कि क्या डिफरेंस होता है. So a broker is an individual or a company, a society or a firm wholly engaged in sourcing the insurance business for various insurance companies, where it actually is a person qualified in technicalities of insurance with an understanding of the statistics, economics, finance, and investment, and is generally responsible for calculating and certifying that the insurance premium rates are viable. Mr. Tilak had a fire at its warehouse last week, but fortunately there was no damage at all. The company already has an effective fire insurance policy. Suggest if the company can claim the compensation of the fire. The company can claim 20% compensation, 50%, 75%, or full compensation, or cannot claim any compensation. The correct answer is cannot compensation. Cannot claim any compensation as no damage was there. Define the term retrocession. So retrocession means when the insurer accepts the business from the individual. Primary insurer passes risk on to the reinsurers. Individual reinsurers with an insurer or the insurance company. Reinsurer accept the business model from an individual. Reinsures with another reinsurance or the insurance company. So correct answer is retrocession means when the reinsurer reinsures with the another reinsurer or the insurance company. Identify from the following the correct answer which is not a conceptual loss. insurance cost, loss of rent, loss of production, expenses for cleaning up, removal of debris. So here comes insurance cost is the conceptual loss. Choose from the following statement that one that does not relate or refer to the functions of the EDI grievance redressal mechanism. To support the insurance industry with the sector level data and enable data based on scientific decision making, including pricing and framing of the business strategies. To facilitate an environment where the insured avails himself or herself of proper procedures and redressal mechanisms put in place by the insurer. To put in place the regulations to address the complaints and grievances of the policyholder effectively and with speed. To empower the consumers by educating them on grievance redressal mechanisms. To oversee the compliance of the insurance and protection of the policyholder. So does not relate, they have asked. So to support the insurance industry with sector level data, enable data based and scientific decision making, including pricing and framing of the business strategy. Just the below statement if it is correct or not. Insurance companies can be certain when no as when the claims would occur but cannot be certain as how big the claim would be. Incorrect. The insurance company cannot be certain as to when the claims would occur and how big the claims would be. Incorrect. Insurance company can be certain as to when the claims would occur and how big the claims would be. Incorrect. The insurance company cannot be certain as to when the claims would occur, but can be certain as to how too big claims would be. Incorrect. Insurance companies can be only 50% certain as to when claims would occur and how big claims would be. Correct. Insurance company can be certain as to when the claims would occur, but cannot be certain as how big the claims would be. So correct answer will be the here. Incorrect. Insurance company cannot be certain as to when the claims would occur and how big the claims would be. Next question is choose the correct answer and complete the sentence. Healthcare policies exclude treatment of pre-existing disease or disease contracted within how many days of the commencement of the policy? 3 days, 5 days, 15 days, 30 days, or 60 days. So here 30 days. So most of the health policies will pay at means a 30-day period will be. After 30 days, if any disease is commencing, then that will be the covered only. Non-participating policy holders premium are lesser than with profit policy. Which this is statement is correct or incorrect? So this statement is correct. Non-participating policyholder premium are lesser than with profit policy. In which of the following circumstances children can take the insurance for their parents? When they are independent, when they are dependent, when they are above 50 or 60 or 80 years age. So when they are dependent, then the children can take the policy for their parents. Miss Martha is in the process of purchasing a ULIP plan for herself and has to choose the fund where her premium will be invested. Miss Martha is willing to take the high risk as he expects high returns as well. Suggest the type of the basic fund she should invest in: debt fund, equity fund, growth fund, balance fund, or money market fund. So equity fund will be the best one because she is expecting the high returns and high risk. When does the real value of the life insurance is experienced? Payment of the premium, claim, employment, mortgage, or festive season. So here correct answer is the claim. Identify from the following the fund which is not a variant of the basic funds offered by the insurance company under the ULIP in India. Debt fund, maximizer fund, preserver fund, multiplier fund, or enhancer fund. So correct answer is the debt fund. There is no For the insurance customer, it is imaginary at the time of purchase. There is no current comfort, there is no current discomfort, accommodation, queries, or account. So correct answer is the discomfort. So there is no discomfort for the insurance customer. It is imaginary at the time of purchase. Identify that the following statement is correct or not. Life insurance sector is open for the business to private players. So statement is correct or wrong. So this statement is correct. As in 1999, the laws were amended and the life insurance sector was open for the business to private players. Identify whether the below statement is correct or not. Sometimes insurers pay a claim even if the claim is not payable under the terms of the policy. These payments are called the ex gratia payment. So This is also the correct answer. Sometimes the insurers pay a claim even if the claim is not payable under the terms of the policy, which is called the ex gratia payment. How can you define an insurance broker? So what will be the definition of the insurance broker? So correct answer is an insurance broker is an individual or a company or society firm wholly engaged in sourcing business from various insurance companies. तो दोस्तों आज की इस वीडियो में हमने 50 क्वेश्चंस को कंप्लीट कर लिया है। टोटल हमने 200 मेमोरी बेस्ड क्वेश्चन कर लिए हैं। चैनल को सब्सक्राइब जरूर कर लीजिए अगर आप चैनल पर नए हैं, और कमेंट करके बताइए आपको ये सीरीज कैसी लग रही है, और अगर आपको किसी और सब्जेक्ट की वीडियोस चाहिए तो कमेंट करके ज़रूर बताइए।